Well, 22 years after the release of Disney's animated version, Mulan is back, this time remade as a live-action film. Now, you know the story, a determined Chinese warrior and her protector, a talking dragon. And you can catch the film starting today, but it's not on the big screen. And to explain, let's bring in CBC News film critic Eli Glassner. Eli, okay, Mulan was supposed to be this huge theatrical event. There was even this red carpet in LA, then the pandemic. So what's happened now?
What's happened is because of COVID-19, a lot of films aren't really willing to risk that theatrical debut. And so the powers at the studio of Mickey Mouse have decided to put it straight to streaming, but making it only available to subscribers of Disney Plus. So if you happen to pay that monthly subscription fee, then you can also choose to pay for what they call premium access, which means to watch Mulan tonight will cost you $34.99, and then you can watch Mulan as part of your Disney Plus package for as many times as you want at home on their platform. Or if you're already a Disney subscriber, you can wait until December 4th when Mulan will be free to all Disney Plus subscribers. But those are the only ways to watch that film in Canada currently.
Okay, so a premium price, as you say, but is it worth it? Where does this new version begin?
Well, it begins in China, way back, the Han Dynasty, with Mulan's family, this small village. We see the father, played by Sima. You might recognize him from the movie The Farewell. Now, the father understands that Mulan, her chi, her life force is powerful. She is brimming with talent and athletic ability. There's a great sequence where, as a young girl, we see her chasing this rooster, balancing on rooftops. But there's no place for women of her natural ability in this society, in the village. And the matchmaker, there she is. Well, the matchmaker is waiting for Mulan. Let's take a look.
It is decided. Come and sit down. It is what is best for our family.
Yes, I will bring honor to us all.
So there you go. She's ready to play the good daughter, but then the Emperor's army asks the villagers to help out. As you've seen, they're invaders pillaging the land, aided by a powerful witch. Now, Mulan's father is willing to sacrifice himself. He's fought before, and they know he won't come back. But Mulan intervenes, taking his armor, taking his sword, and disguising herself, you know the story, as a male soldier. But that subterfuge is quickly tested when another warrior gets in her face, which brings the commander into the mix. Let's take a look at that.
Insult me again and you'll taste the tip of my blade.
Lower your sword.
What?
I'm your commanding officer. Fighting will not be tolerated, am I clear? Yes, Commander.
There you go. You might recognize Donnie Yen, a great actor. He was in Star Wars Rogue One, and you can see how Mulan is already being tested to find her other voice and try and keep her natural abilities in check.
Okay, but there is, we have to note the fact that a generation out there that have a lot of affection for the 1998 version of Mulan. So, present company included. What did you think about it?
I mean, this is dramatically different. I mean, as you said off the top, there's no musical sequences. There's a lot less comedy. There is no wisecracking dragon voiced by Eddie Murphy. This version of Mulan, directed by Niki Caro, is a grand epic tale aiming for the beauty and mythic quality of something like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or moments of martial arts magic like an old John Woo film. And there's the director herself. She's from New Zealand. Now, in terms of epic visions, I mean, look at those battle scenes, the cinematography really is quite impressive, and you can see exactly how they spent that $200 million. But going from cartoon to live action, I did think, Michael, it would be a little more sophisticated. I mean, the visuals certainly are, but the storytelling is very kind of straightforward, not exactly subtle. Liu Yifei as Mulan, she has this screen presence, and they actually give her another powerful woman to battle against, Gong Li as a witch using her powers to help the invaders. But in terms of sophistication, I think there was potential for a more powerful, richer story here. I wanted something more disruptive, more artful. But you know what? I reached out for a second opinion to a woman named Melissa Silverstein. She's the founder of the advocacy group Women and Hollywood. She watched Mulan just like I did earlier this week, although she was in New York City. And as someone who's been battling for greater equality in the industry, her biggest regret for this is, as we said, it's not going to get a big screen debut. But what excites her is not only that it shows Hollywood that a woman can handle a $200 million budget, but it challenges the very idea of who makes a hero. Take a look at what she had to say.
What we want to see is these stories of the women who, in our lives all around us, they're heroes. And seeing that, portrayed on the screen as important as the story of the male heroes. And that's something we've been denied.
There's a universal aspect to this story about this girl who is caught between her family and society and needing to be true to herself that really excites her. So Grown Up Eli gives it 3 stars out of 5, but there's a little girl out there somewhere that you should probably give it a much higher rating if she can convince her parents to shell out the $34.99, I think.
Okay, I think you're speaking about my daughter. Eli Glassner, thank you for that.
You're welcome.